Everyone, it's Cassie. I'm having an awesome day. Welcome back to Spellcaster University, where we are immediately thrust into staffing new students, or housing new students. We're probably going to get through the end of this biome today, the village, and now that we've gotten the orc rep up and our minstrel appeased, or rather our students pulled away from the minstrel, I think we're situated pretty well to come into the end of this. We still need some arcane mana to hit, quite a lot of arcane mana in fact, to hit this particular objective, and I don't know that we're going to get to Shadowbinder. I'm going to keep an eye out though. This was more students than I was expecting. We have some, we can draw from our alchemy deck if we want, and we do. So we're focusing on potions, right? Yes, potions, necromancy, and retribution for this. So I'm hesitant to put in a potion workshop, or sorry, an enchantment workshop, instead of just upgrading like our potion workshop or our library. So that's probably what I'll do. And we'll go potions, although library is a very good class. Or room, I should say. It's just a room. Who do we want to go visit? All of our reputations are bad, except for the orcs, pretty much. With the king, it's come up naturally. Adventurers aren't so bad. The peasants have gotten a lot better, but the Inquisition is still garbage, so let's go see them. We do wish to go see them. A sign grabs your attention. Today only, get a discount on the Big Candle Workshop. Come make your own candles and discover smells that'll scare off demons, succubus, and janitors alike. The plural of succubus is succubi. Did you know that octopus has 3 correct pluralizations? Octopi, octopuses, and octopodes are all correct. My favorite is octopodes. So, okay, I only wish to improve myself, increases rep +5. I bring you some heretic artifacts taken from the forces of evil, is rep +20, but shadow mana -100. We need your help to understand the light teaching, requires at least 50 rep with them, which we don't have, but receives 100 light mana. This seems like a nice candle workshop, is -150 gold plus 400 light mana, or we could maybe advise you a little on the making of candles. Has at least 1 alchemy room, receives 300 gold. Do we not have any alchemy rooms? That's crazy. How are we gaining alchemy? I don't understand. How are we gaining alchemy mana if we don't have any alchemy classrooms? I only wish to improve myself, I'll say. Maybe I've over-specialized, and like maybe the potions room is not counting toward an alchemy room, even though it's in the alchemy school of magic. A perfectly blank slate. The Lord of Evil definitely seems to be speeding up now. I'm like, this person in our banner is coming through really quick. We have some ingredients we can allocate. This will probably be a cleaning potion. Void potion, right. And we've been selling these because they haven't really been summoning portals or fires. And it's a quick hit to arcane mana. I'm doing well with words today. About as well as usual, I'd say. We can make another one. No, we can't. Yes, we can. We have students and graduates, and we can draw from 3 schools of mana. Janitor Lunch, which we already have upgraded a couple times. Necro Staff. When a student is at least level 2 in Necromancy, they receive a Necro Staff. They now produce 30% more Shadow Mana, made from a dead student's skull. Recycling, it's good for the planet. Or Divermi Tentaculi. Non-humans, elves, vampires, werewolves, deep folk, and half-orcs, working in this room, improve in the magic disciplines they already know. The human mind is too weak to interact with the dark secrets of this book. I'm going with Necro Staff just because we are focused on Necromancy, so we should have some kids who can qualify for this and can generate a little more Shadow Mana for us. A student is visiting us also. Okay, Temporal Room we have. It's up here, right here. Or sorry, right here. Allows students to quickly work on their temporal magic skills. Interdimensional Room, that's this one. Portal Magic, and Sign of the Eldest. When a student is at least level 3 in Demonology and level 2 in Portal Magic, they receive the Sign of the Eldest. Now, when they receive a future, the Lord of Evil is repelled by 1%. That's actually pretty nice. We do have some graduates, and I am hoping when we get to the graduates this will apply. This pushes the bar back a little bit. Just a little bit, though. We have Alembic. That'll give us alcohol cards. It actually says active characters in this room have a chance of creating alcohol component cards. Students use it to practice, teachers use it to make whiskey. Protective Goggles. When a student is at least level 2 in potions, they receive Protective Goggles, making it so learning alchemy also generates gold up to 10% of alchemy generated. Some say these goggles should be made available for all students, but here they're reserved for the best. Or we can upgrade our infirmary, which is where students go to heal. I'm going with the Alembic. I like component cards, as you might know. I'll put it here. And then we'll do our students and we'll do our graduates. Hopefully we'll get some shadow binders. The students' only downfall is that they are slow. That's their sole trait. When you joke about someone's whole personality being one thing, slow. Okay, I do have to pay attention to the futures from now on, and look for Shadowbinder to come up in here. But, you know, I also can just, like, if Shadowbinder's not on this list, I can try. Gain 10 gold each time you interact with the Lord of Evil, Cemetery Guardian. I'm gonna stay with that. No, I'm not. I'm not really interacting with the Lord of Evil. I'm gonna reroll. Royal Taster. Receive 100 light mana and 100 alchemy mana. Village Mage is 15 of each kind of mana. Clockwinder was on their list, but nothing else good, so I'll stay with Village Mage. Clockmaker is the top of this person's list. Clockwinder pretty far down. Undertaker, receive 50 shadow mana. Village Mage, 15 of each type. Adventurer receives 200 gold. Necromancer was their top profession. Receives 500 shadow mana. Boy, howdy, that's a good one. Cemetery Guardian, gain 10 gold each time you interact with the Lord of Evil. This person could have been a minion, village mage, undertaker, or die. Minion. 150 shadow mana. We're coming out of this with a lot of shadow mana. Peasant. Increases peasant reputation by 5. I'll stay with that. Village Guardian, 50 light mana. Perfumer. Adventurer, gain 200 gold. Undertaker. I'll accept. And Conscripted Mage. Increases all king reputation gains by 1%. Could have been a Gravedigger. We'll stay with Conscripted Mage. What does the student want? Something about the minstrel? We're bored. We don't know what to do. There's nothing fun to do in the student's hall. Alright, I'll give you some applied alchemy work. Make me some alcohol. Minus 150 alchemy mana. Draws 2 alcohol cards and 1 alembic card. I'll find a critter to keep you busy. Receives minus 120 gold. Choose 1 card out of 3. I'll put together a nature trip with the Adventurers Guild. Requires 50 rep with the faction Adventurers Guild, which we don't have, but would draw 2 Mandragora root cards and 2 Parkafit hat cards. And would cost us 10 rep with the Adventurers Guild. Or we'll revise your lessons then is minus 100 in every school of magic, so that's not desirable. Let's see. I'll find a critter, I will say. We have fawn. Oh, we don't have a space for a magical creature, but we do have space for the plant that eats scholars' hands. Active characters in this room lose a lot of boredom, but also lose a bit of health. The plant was previously only used in botanical studies, but they've since been placed in the kitchen to clean the dishes. We have Witch's Cat, a creature that wanders around the school and reduces all the needs of characters working in the same room. The cats of witches are not inherently magical, but who can say no to a pussy cat? I can't speak. Or fawn. This creature wanders the school and greatly decreases the growth rate of tiredness, hunger, and boredom of nearby teachers for a long time. Some say the mages have enslaved it, but the truth is that it loves its pathetic trough and does not miss its native forest lands at all, obviously. We'll go with Witch's Cat. The needs of teachers are important to diminish, but not as important as the needs of students. But we don't have a place for that. So, kind of moot. Okay, we have Alchemy Room. A classroom that allows students to slowly improve all their alchemy skills, runes, potions, and enchantment. High-level experiments take place here. Colored precipitates, pH measurements, etc. We have Common Room. A room where students from the same house may rest and entertain themselves. This improves their efficiency in class. Giving some houses a common room and not others will create a stimulating feeling of jealousy across the school. And that one does have a spot for a critter. Or a private bedroom allows 2 students to rest in great conditions, which greatly improves tiredness and improves sanity. Reduces tiredness and improves sanity. Private beds are not so private since they have 2 beds, but still they're better than the dormitories. I'm going with common room. Common rooms you have to assign to a particular house. I guess this one assigned by default, didn't it? And we can put the Witch's Cat in there now, if I can get the modal out of the way. We have Bright Staff Refectory, allows 7 staff members to lower hunger, tiredness, boredom, while healing and increasing sanity. After a good meal, their hunger grows slower. We already have one, so we could upgrade it. We have Pyre. We already have one. It can't be upgraded. It's an item. An active character in this room has a chance of becoming good and earning a trait that allows them to learn light magic faster. You can't deny how festive it is, and it's a great way of getting rid of disruptive elements. Or Hero's Chapel. A classroom that allows students to quickly improve their heroism skills. This room comes with a teacher. Every time I try to skip that sentence, and it just comes so naturally to keep reading. Many students will end up killing dragons and plundering dungeons. So this is where we train them to fight more conventionally. This room does have good, it holds a lot of stuff. But I think I don't really want to open up another light magic school. We really need people focusing in on potions, necromancy, and retribution, and so far that's not happening. Probably just because we have so many disciplines. Okay. Wild Breastplate we already have, and I don't actually know when it comes to global modifiers like this, if I get this, does it upgrade to level 2, or am I just being wasteful? When a student is at least level 2 in Assassination and level 1 in Druidism, they get a Wild Breastplate. They now gain 1 reputation point with the orcs each time they gain a Shadow Magic level. Demonic Chamber we can upgrade. A classroom that allows students to quickly improve their demonology skills. This room is especially secured for demon summoning. Honestly, it is. Or Raven Shoulder Pads. When a student is at least level 1 in Necromancy and level 3 in Assassination, they receive Raven Shoulder Pads, which generate 1 reputation point with the Lord of Evil each time the student gains a Shadow Magic level. Not very convenient to wear, but extremely cool to look at. I'll go with the Raven Shoulder Pads. And the guinea pig is back up. Yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. Let's go see the Inquisition. A sign grabs your attention. We already did this one. Big Candle Workshop. This seems like a nice candle workshop is minus 150 gold, 400 light mana plus, or I might just choose one of the default options. Rep plus 5. We'll slowly chip away at it. Ouch. My elbow popped. You know what I found when counting my cows this morning? There's one missing. It's the prettiest too. Was it you? Of course, we use cow blood for our summoning rituals. Is reputation minus 35, receive 600 shadow mana. Of course, cow milk does wonders in alchemy. Is rep minus 30, receive 600 alchemy mana. No is rep minus 5. Or, of course not, Dear Neighbor requires at least 60 rep and is rep plus 5. So I guess I have to just say no. And eat that loss a little bit. Let's make some potions. So if we have alcohol, cheese, and mandragork root, do we have that one yet? I don't. Yes, we have its demonic distillation. Gain 200 shadow mana. Not bad. Cool. We have buildings we can upgrade. Our demonic chamber or prison. We actually have 2 prisons. We have one here, and then we have one down here. And that's how we were able to stop our students from going to see the bard. Or the minstrel, I guess. But they're both still level 1, so we could upgrade them a little further. We also have a demonic chamber, which is a demonology classroom. And coffin. Students who sleep in this bed have a small chance of becoming vampires. Vampires who sleep in it generate shadow mana, limited to student beds. Students who choose to sleep in this are probably predisposed to becoming vampires, or maybe they're just A-grade weirdos. I'll say coffin, and then we'll put it in. I don't think we have any beds on this playthrough yet. Put it right there. And now we may have vampires. And we will have shadow mana. Okay, interdimensional room we already have. Large hourglass. Active students in this room slightly improve their temporal magic skills. It must be torture to work with this around, but at least it teaches students the value of time, as each minute feels like an eternity. Or, mystical birds. Active characters in this room recover sanity and improve in elementalism, but the room gets dirty faster. The beautiful chant of the bird bolsters your students, while their lack of hygiene bothers the janitor. None of these are great. I guess we can just upgrade our interdimensional room. And alchemy. We'll draw from our alchemy deck. Okay, we have Alembic again. Room Scriptorium again, a classroom that allows students to quickly improve their rune skills. And we have the Goonie Pig. Improves the chances of achieving a rare encounter when sending carrier guinea pigs. A distant cousin of carrier guinea pigs, perfect for long-haul travel. I'm going with the Goonie Pig even though we can't place it, because eventually we might get a spot for it. And if we don't, we can sell it. So we have Millywig Feather, alcohol, and cheese, and I don't see that we have done this one yet. We've done... I'm looking for Millywing Feathers. It's Cleaning Potion has one, Void Potion has one. And that's all we know so far. Sylvan Elixir. Gain 200 natural mana. We have Pig Chamber. Up to 3 students can use the Pig Chamber to communicate with the outside world and speed up communication with factions. Birds are outdated technology. With its aerodynamic contours, the guinea pig is the messenger of the future. We have Dolmen. a classroom that allows students to quickly improve their druidism skills. The dolmen was originally installed outside, but students got wet in the rain. And we have lunar calendar. Active students in this room have a small chance of becoming werewolves, especially if they're good at druidism. Some say lycanthropy has more to do with darkness than with druidism, but werewolves disagree, probably because they don't want to be associated with vampires. Do we need... No, right? No. Okay. Potions, necromancy, and retribution. I'm never going to remember them all. We'll go with pig chamber. We'll put it here. And then we can put our Goonie pig into it. That's not the Goonie pig. Yes, it was. Okay. And we have stuff to make a potion if we want to. The guinea pig is up, and I wonder if we'll get a rare encounter now. Let's go find out. We'll see the Inquisition, because we're getting there with the Inquisition. Nope, this one's not rare. There is some movement, as a few priests carry food and materials in carts to go help the merchant camp that was attacked by the Lord of Evil. I only wish to improve myself, as we know, as +5 rep. I bring you some heretic artifacts, is +20 rep, but -100 shadow mana, which I might do this time, depending. We need your help to understand light teaching, is 100 light mana plus, which we can't do because we don't have 50 rep. And give some gold to support the Inquisition, is -100 gold, but rep +20. Gold or shadow mana? We'll go shadow mana. We're generating it fast enough that we've already almost caught back up. Okay. Enchantment workshop. It's potions. Blue dragon. A blue dragon wanders around the school. Any active students it crosses paths with learns alchemy. Any active student singular learns alchemy for more effectively for a few minutes. Blue dragons have a strong sense of smell and a powerful survival instinct. They can sense whether or not potions are about to explode. If the blue dragon panics, then so should you. I'll take the blue dragon just because I'm not focusing on rune magic or enchantment. I'm focusing in on potions. We don't have a place for the dragon, but as you've seen, that's worked out for us so far. It's been fine. And the Adventurers Guild is coming to see us. My adventurer friends and I are back from the battlefield. We won, but I slipped on my way back and slashed my leg. Can you do something? Oh, it's not that bad. Could have consequences later on. Perform a hand imposition. Requires at least 50 light mana. Could have consequences later on. Improves reputation with Adventurers Guild by 15. Go to the infirmary. They'll take care of you. Is rep +5, but could have consequences later on. Or go to the local chapel. I'm not a specialized sacred magic priest. Is rep -10. I'm going to say go to the infirmary because we have one and we can. And we've done the hand imposition before. And we'll draw from our shadow deck. A lot of critters this time. We can upgrade a janitor lodge or a demonic chamber. Or we can go with Marsh Vulture. Lowers the sanity of good students but teaches necromancy and demonology to bad students. When they noticed that although no one was assigned to feeding the vultures, the birds still seemed to find plenty to eat, students started getting suspicious. I'm gonna upgrade our janitor lodge. I don't like the loss of sanity with the vulture. We have students and graduates already. Okay. I'm looking for Shadowbinder. Minion receives 150 shadow mana. We'll stick with it. Peasant is Peasant rep +5. We'll stick with it. Same thing. Okay. Undertaker. Shadow mana plus 50. Guard, Librarian, Clockmaker, Barber. Guard. Gain 5 gold for every interaction with the king. I was aiming for Clockmaker, but I'm not surprised. Undead Slayer. I think that's the first time we've seen that. Stonecutter. That seems like a first too. Village Mage. Demon Hunter. Altar Child. Yikes. I wouldn't send anyone to that career. Smuggler is a good one. And I'm gonna, as much as I want to see what Clockwinder does, I'm gonna stick with that. This is the last one. I don't know that we're gonna get any Shadowbinders. Okay. Private apartments. In this room, your teachers can rest, which takes care of all their needs, or prepare their next class. Teachers who sleep at work sleep at school have more time to work. We can upgrade our teacher's lounge, or we can go with painting. Active characters in the room are bolstered by art, which reduces the growth rate of needs for some time. Click on the painting to change it. By looking at art, your students won't cultivate their brains, they'll cultivate their souls. Seriously, they will. I think I'm going to go with private apartments. And where can I shoehorn this in? Just about anywhere. The world is my oyster. We have White Dragon. The White Dragon wanders around the school. Any active students it crosses paths with learn light magic more effectively for a few minutes. White dragons have to be washed often as they stain easily. We have Flower Crown. When a student is at least level 3 in Herbalism and level 1 in Sacred Magic, they get a Flower Crown. They are now unaffected by boredom. Or we have Sacred Stained Glass Window. Active students in this room slightly improve their Sacred Magic skills. It regularly gets cleaned with holy water to prevent the holiness from fading with time. We'll go with Flower Crown. We haven't done a lot of global modifiers in this game. In this biome. So we'll see what some of them are like. Okay, Crypt again, which we've already leveled up pretty high. Janitor Lodge supplies the janitor. We've already leveled it up pretty high. Infernal Wings. When a student is at least level 4 in Demonology and level 3 in Necromancy, they get Infernal Wings. They now generate 125% more shadow mana. Some naysayers pretend they come from some evil alien queen, but that's just silly. We'll go with Infernal Wings. I wasn't trying to pull that card and immediately play it, but it just worked out that way. Doesn't matter. The person had a buff, but I didn't recognize it. I could have just looked at them and known. Noisy classroom. We've had this one a couple times now. All I'm saying is, I did see hordes of students misbehaving and they're making so much noise that I can't concentrate. It's so annoying. Go back to work and stop bothering me with this nonsense. Does nothing. I would have to have eyes everywhere. Draws the card Mystical Eye. Receives minus 100 arcane mana. I'll order some enchanted shackles to teach a lesson. Draws the card Chains. Receives minus 100 alchemy mana. Or extreme situations call for extreme solutions. Draws the card Pyre, is minus 4 prestige. I don't think we have a Mystical Eye yet, so we'll go with that one. Mystical Eye. Active students in this room feel watched. They behave a bit more and work a bit better for a few minutes. These eyes were made by Eleanor da Vinci. No matter where you stand, they're still watching you. Counselor's office wasn't the best room for that, but it's better than nothing. I want them to behave in the counselor's office as much as I want them to behave anywhere, I guess. Oh, and we do have a gazebo we could place, maybe. The gazebo's a weird-shaped top-level room, but it does reduce needs. And it has a spot for a creature. Yeah, we'll put it here. Okay, from our alchemy deck, our arcane deck, sorry, we've drawn Purple Dragon. The Purple Dragon wanders around the school. Any active students it crosses paths with learn arcane magic more effectively for a few minutes. Purple dragons are not really dragons, but they're close enough. In truth, they come from another dimensions where they're known as pineapples. Backfinery. When a student is at least level 2 in temporal magic, they receive Backfinery, which grants a 20% higher chance to dodge an attack in dungeons. The temporal Backfinery takes the hits suffered by your students and transports them to the future. Let's just say they won't live to be very old. Or we can upgrade our temporal room, which I don't believe we need to do. Nope. We don't need arcane magic for anything, but I'm still gonna take the Purple Dragon. Okay, we have Potions Workshop, which we could upgrade, Alchemical Talisman, which we already have one of, or Enchantment Workshop, and I'm gonna upgrade our Potion Workshop. I should have read that, the options. Oops. We have enough stuff to make a potion. Demonic Chamber. We already have. Infernal Pact. Permanently improves a teacher. This teacher is not paid and can improve your reputation with the Lord of Evil while teaching. It's the kind of contract you don't break so easily. Or Tentacle. Active students in this room slightly improve their demonology and portal magic skills, but slowly lose sanity. It's the day of the Tentacle. I'm going with Infernal Pact, and I can't really see the cost of my teachers. Nope. It'd be more likely to be able to see them if I could click on them. There we go. Students are absolutely terrible today. Makes me laugh every time I see it. The cooks didn't try very hard today. Students are very calm. I ate well. I can't take it. He doesn't like the Bright Staff Refectory because it's bright. Students are very calm. Okay. Oh, parents are coming. A school with no discipline. The Parent Association has heard it said that discipline is becoming an ever so hazy concept at your school. Our values are truly disappearing, huh? Have you taken any measures to reverse this trend? You must be exaggerating, is minus 9.93 prestige points. I love how, specific it is. How granular. No worries, we have given the castle a beautiful prison, is plus 5 prestige, requires 1 prison, we have 2. Of course, we tie dissident students to the walls as a warning to others. Requires chains, I believe. Yep. And improves faction Inquisition plus 10, Lord of Evil plus 5. I'm going to say we've given the castle a beautiful prison and gained the 5 prestige. Oh, there's a portal. If I void potion, it is gone. And we should go see the Inquisition. We're almost in the positive with everyone again. That's nice. There is some movement as a few priests carry food and materials in carts to go help the merchant camp that was attacked by the Lord of Evil. We have the regular 3, and we also have give some gold to support the Inquisition. Rep with the Inquisition plus 20, minus 100 gold. I will do that. We have students, we have graduates, we have a Millywing feather, we have, oh, Infernal Pact we still have to play. I'll play it over here, just for no reason. Lord of the Demonic Plains, that was this person's highest rated or most likely future. I'm gonna re-roll and see if we can get it. I'm still looking for Shadowbinder in lists, but I'm not getting it. Altar Child receives 50 gold. War Leader. Librarian was fated, I guess. Squire. Royal Taster. Librarian. Wizard Apprentice. I'll keep. Clockwinder, we got one. We got it organically. Receives 50 arcane mana. What else could this person have been? A perfumer? Thanks to their great knowledge of sinister death magic, this person is a necromancer. It's a high range one too. I'll take it. This is going to take a minute, so I might speed up the video through it. Oh, Perfumer! I was hoping we'd get this. This is a good one. 100 Alchemy and 100 Arcane. Noisy Classroom again. We have the card Mystical Eye. We have all of the cards, so I'm going to say go back to work and stop bothering me. And here is Posthumous. Thanks to your efforts and wisdom, our school has become renowned for arcane magic. You've completed an objective. That was this one. We're not going to get to Shadowbinder. I think it's just not going to happen. These curriculum ones are really challenging. Okay, we have Student of the Month portrait. Give students a modifier that allows them to learn faster but also get tired faster. To teachers, it's Student of the Month, but to other students, it's Target of the Month. We have Nature Room, a classroom that allows students to slowly improve their natural magic skills, beach magic, herbalism, and Druidism. Here you'll grow plants and raise animals that will never show you any gratitude. And we have Painting, which we've already read. I'm gonna go with Student of the Month. And I kind of want to put it in a more public room, like a more frequently used room. What are you? Students Hall. Let's put you in there. We can purchase from every deck. Nice. The library, this is not the library, the room, this is library, the item. The room housing this artifact is 35% more efficient. Discarding alphabetical ordering and other antiquated systems, it uses state-of-the-art search engine called Gaggle to quickly find any book you need. I think we can upgrade our private bedrooms. Change the curtains. That's all. That was almost every single piece of our gold. Okay, Shoulder Marten, which we know. When a student is at least level 2 in Beast Magic, they receive a Shoulder Marten. They can no longer suffer from aberrations. The Toad is out as a familiar, and the Marten is in, most likely because of the fact that it's less sorted and cannot be accidentally squashed between two books as easily. I say that we know this because we had it in the last game, or in our last biome, and we could see students graduating with the Shoulder Marten on their backs. Potted Unicorn is what I'm going to go with. Active characters in this room have a chance of creating unicorn horn component cards. There's sure to be a unicorn underneath. You know I love a component. What room is this? Chamber of Truth. No. Our guinea pig is up, and we have students, and we have 4 schools of magic to draw from, or decks. We have priesthood. Permanently improves a teacher. This teacher is never hungry nor tired. Gives teachers a reason to put up with cold refectory meals, bored students, and pitiful salaries. Heroic statue. Characters working here have a small chance of gaining the courageous trait, which makes them more powerful in combat. You will never find someone more heroic than this statue. Not once has it run away from danger. Or we can upgrade our Chamber of Truth, which is retribution, which we need. So I'm going to go with that. Where's... Here's. Raven shoulder pads we just acquired today, I think. Prison we've got 2 of. And leprechaun skull. When a student is at least level 1 in assassination and level 1 in demonology, they receive a leprechaun skull, making it so learning shadow magic also generates gold up to 10% of shadow magic gained. That explains how the leprechaun family that settled in the garden disappeared. I don't want the leprechaun skull, but I also don't feel much need to. I guess we can upgrade one of our prisons. We can draw from shadow again. Prison again? Crypt again? Infernal wings again. We'll upgrade our crypt again. We're gonna end up with so many necromancers. Here come the students. We can still draw from our shadow deck. Shadow is taking off. The Marsh Vulture and the Divermi Tentaculi we have read in this playthrough. So I'm gonna go with the Divermi Tentaculi, and if we can put it in our library, I doubt it, but if we can. No, that's not what I was trying to do at all. I can't put it in the library. Can I put it in a student... Is this the student hall? Common room? Yeah, put it in there. Unicorn horn, Milliwing feather, and mandragork root. Posthumous! We're not done! This is the end. The army of darkness is here and we cannot defend ourselves. We have to run. Let's not waste any time, I guess. Quick diplomas. Hey, we won't leave without our diplomas. We didn't work for nothing. All remaining students instantly finish their curriculums. You may automatically calculate their future or look over each one individually. There's gonna be like 80. So I'm gonna just like move quick. Maybe edit out that part of the video. We'll see. But like I have to look for... I'm just gonna automate them, and if we get any shadow binders, great. If we don't get them, I understand. We got 1. We didn't get all 3 of our achievements, but that's okay, because getting at least 1 was nice. This is it. All that's left to do is say goodbye to the school and leave. Give me a second, I don't know why. We unlocked a rare spellbook, trained 172 students, we had 12 school years, 145 prestige, that's more than I recall. Sent 20 guinea pigs, that's less than I recall. Who was our person who became a shadow binder, I wonder? I don't get to know. But they had some good stats. Okay. End game. And now, so we've done the forest and we've done the village. We can do the lake, volcano, or swamps. I did that kind of funny. The lake, volcano, or swamps. Special quest with the local zombies at the swamps. With the creature of the lake. Or with the dwarves. Divided buildable area. Those are always neat. Large and rather limited. Let's go lake. Choose a level 2 spellbook. Alchemist's Codex increases the learning rate of alchemy by 15%. The Lord of Evil's biography increases all Lord of Evil reputation gains by 50%. Or Blacksmith Master Spellbook. Start the game with 2 random equipment cards. That's a good one. I'm going to do that. And now we need to pick a curse. HR Curse. All new teachers have 1 or 2 extra flaws. Fawning Curse. Lowers all faction relationship gains by 25%, except the Lord of Evil, whose relationship gains get plus 25%. Or Curse of the Old Ones. Your students gradually lose sanity. I will take the rep gains. I don't know. We don't seem to have a problem with the rep gains. A lakeside citadel. The island in the middle of this lake would be perfect for building a magic university and will shelter us from the forces of evil. This university will be majestic. The downside is that students will have a long walk to the closest village, so you should make sure they have everything they need at the university. Oh, and apparently there's an evil creature roaming the lake, so take care, huh? This lake is an ancient seat of power. It will do perfectly. Receives 500 arcane and 100 alchemy mana. That's good. I organized everything. This university will be extraordinary. It's 200 gold and 2 new house cards, which we already have 2 new house cards. This place is so harmonious, we will have to preserve its balance. Draws the shadow card, shadow room, and light room cards. Ancient seat of power I'm going to go with because that's the biggest boon. And then we'll draw from our standard deck until we run out of coin. Arcane room teaches arcane magic, which is elemental, temporal, and portal magic. This is where you come to listen to extraordinarily long theoretical speeches on temporal relativity, parallel universes, and other dimensions. We have Medicine Cabinet. Active characters in this room recover health over time. Students do not have access to these cabinets as they are full of products that can harm them. If they hurt themselves, they must first ask an adult. Or Psychologist. A room where a psychologist can make your students immune to loss of sanity. I'm going to go with Arcane Room. We need classrooms most importantly. We just got Arcane Room, so Shadow Room is probably what I'm going to get. A classroom that allows students to improve all their shadow magic skills, necromancy, demonology, and assassination. In this room, students learn the dark and noxious arts of necromancy, demonology, and marketing. And Library we read in the last biome. The room housing this artifact is 35% more efficient. And ironically, we can't put it in a library. Oh, we already have to do students? Or did I pull a card out? Oh, this is a teacher. I placed the shadow room by accident. Be careful when you're pulling cards out, not to let your finger slip off your mouse. We have Arcane Room, which we already have, Private Apartments. In this room, your teachers can rest, which takes care of all their needs, or prepare their next class. Teachers who sleep at school have more time to work. Or Collection of Crystal Snow Globes. In this classroom, the teacher does not gain boredom, but does gain less tiredness and hunger. I know it says, but does gain less tiredness and hunger. This is a good thing. A spin-off of the classic crystal ball. When it's snowing outside, you can look into it to see what the weather's like. I'm going to go with Snow Globes, I guess. Spellbook. Nearby students have a small chance of gaining a specialization in a random school of magic. It's a book like any other, only it hasn't been put back in place on the shelf. We have Refectory, which we already have in our hand, allows 10 students to reduce hunger. The students are sure to find the animals they summoned in Druidism classes on their plates with good pepper and anchovy sauce. Or Private Bedroom, which we pulled from the last pull. We'll go with... Did I take the Private Bedroom? No, I'll take the Private Bedroom this time. Refectory again, New House, which we already have 2 of in hand, or Psychologist, a room where a psychologist can make your student immune to loss of sanity. The students who don't own the latest fashionable robes are often subject to mockery and need psychological assistance. I'm going with a psychologist. I'm going to start putting down rooms. We need students. Oh, I should have gone with houses before I went with students. Can I put that back? No, I can't. We'll go Arcane Scholar, and we'll stay with Popular. And for this one, give me something short without... There we go, that works. Well, it's a burb. Child of nature. We'll go with gourmet. And then ambitious. Yes, ambitious we'll stay with. I might as well play our global modifiers. We've read both of these, so I don't feel the need to read them again, but you can pause if you want to read them yourself. Oh, the students need their dorms to be in Cassie more than most things. And the collection of crystal snow globes, what is going to be the best room for this? Nothing yet. Winter solstice celebration. Tomorrow is the winter solstice. Is the school celebrating in any way? No, that doesn't work with our budget. Is minus 200 gold. How? Receives 200 gold. Okay, never mind. We'll hold a small ceremony for the light. Is requires a righteous cloister or a hero's chapel. Receives 100 light mana. Rep with the Inquisition plus 10. I think Snow Grandpa has brought some gifts. Is requires at least 25 prestige. Draws the card gift. Or we'll throw a great party. Is minus 50 gold and plus 7.5 prestige. I'm gonna go with gift. Play this card to obtain 500 of a random mana category. We got alchemy. I'm going, let's see, a temporal room, a classroom that allows students to quickly improve their temporal magic skills. We are keeping the risks of paradoxes to a minimum. We have counselor's office. Students may gain access to an extra choice of future when graduating if they spend time with a career counselor. Guide students toward the rare jobs available to them. Or royal banner. Active characters in this room improve your reputation with the king. Your reputation will help you make claims to the territory. Okay, that's not true. We'll go counselor's office. Backfinery. When a student is at least level 2 in temporal magic, they receive backfinery, which grants a 20% higher chance to dodge an attack in dungeons. Gazebo reduces boredom and improves sanity. Or mystical eye. All of these we read in the forest. Or in the village. I'll go with gazebo, but I might not place it for a while. Interdimensional room. A classroom that allows students to quickly improve their portal magic skills. This room does not need a teacher, but lowers student sanity. Teacher unions forbid work in such a horrible room, so students are in there alone. Crystal ball. Active teachers in this room have a chance of getting rid of a negative trait. Crystal balls don't actually allow us to see the future, contrary to what ordinary mortals and immortals think. Like guinea pig messenger, they're just another way of communicating. Connecting to other crystal balls is disconcertingly easy. Or Psi Crystal. Active characters in this room get the SpedX effect, speeding all their activities up by 25% as well as the growth rate of their needs. I will go with Psi Crystal on this one. And I will put it here. Infirmary, a room where a nurse can heal your students and get rid of magical aberrations. If a student loses a limb, this is where it gets reattached. Enchantment workshop, a classroom that allows students to quickly improve their enchantment skills. A great class for hands-on students. Teaches the making of golems and +2 swords. Or unfinished golem. Reduces the whole school's upkeep costs by 25%. You mean even incomplete golems are available on early access now? I'm gonna stop because I don't like reading this one. But that's the one I wanted. The king sends his regards. Ah, a new school for my kingdom. How great. So very great. And I would very much like to help, for I am a fair and generous king. What would you need? Our school would need some new source of funding. Is plus 200 gold. Or help from the royal architects would be useful to build an advanced room. Draws 1 card of 3. We have Chamber of Truth, Assassin's Arena, or Janitor Lodge. Assassin's Arena teaches assassination skills, retribution skills over here. Janitor Lodge. We'll go Chamber of Truth. We didn't focus very hard on light last time, and we may not want to this time either. the objectives certainly don't roll in fast enough. So like you have to be on top of buying cards from your decks before you start even getting objectives. Blue Dragon. Active students, it crosses paths with learn alchemy more effectively. Alembic for alcohol cards, or Guild Banner. Active characters in this room improve your reputation with the Adventurers Guild. Artistically torn and bloodied by the hand of renowned craftsmen. These are all good. These are all good. I think we'll go Blue Dragon. I can see the Adventurers Guild is trying to visit us, but I want to fix my classes. That's the wrong book. There we go. Can I... Yep. There. Oh, okay. Just figured out how I can see my teacher salaries. Or not their salaries, but the cost to fire them? Is that what that is? That needs to be better labeled. Component supply. Active characters in this room have a chance of creating component cards. An amazing collection of strange and most likely expired produce. Observatory, which is a top-level room. A classroom that generates mana proportionate to the student levels. If the students are very good, it generates a lot of mana. It is crucial to study how the stars influence magic if you are going to train powerful mages. Or ritual orc painting. New students have a higher chance of being half-orcs. The work is known as naive art. It's a fancy way of saying but ugly. I'm going with component supply. And we can put it just about anywhere. Let's see what the Adventurers Guild wants. I have found a new window between 2 troll massacres to come say hi. The opening of a new magic school is always good news for the Adventurers Guild. What kind of mage do you train? I put this new up here. I found a new window, I said. Mages who can mend folks. We're always in need of good healers. Mages that can blow things up, a great addition to your next raids, or mages that know how to use magical trinkets are useful too sometimes. Each one draws 3 cards that you can choose from. Trinkets, explosives, or healers. We'll go healers. Plant that eats scholars' hands sounds like the opposite of healing. Active characters in this room lose a lot of boredom, but also lose a bit of health. The plant was previously only used in botanical studies, but they've since been placed in the kitchen to clean the dishes. We have Guild Banner. Active characters in this room improve your reputation with the Adventurers Guild. Artistically torn and bloodied by the hand of renowned craftsmen. Or medical bed, which is what I'm going to go with. Students who sleep in this bed recover health faster and give some gold to the school. This bed distributes limitless morphine for any student who's hurt. Enjoy the trip. And I'm going to place that in my dorm. If I am lucky, then we will get like all 5 of these beds filled up, and like we've got a private bedroom up here too. We can get a couple more done. It's time for me to go. So I'm going to hold off on visiting with the peasants, visiting with anyone, and I'm going to say goodbye. My voice is killing me. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you know how amazing I think you are. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will talk to you very soon.